Good morning and good afternoon. Darrell here. And thank you so much for showing up for a special announcement today. I am so excited about what I have to share with you. And I know if you're an adventurous entrepreneur or you know one, they're going to be excited about this as well. So, welcome everybody. And as we get started, I just want to share a story with you. And the story began on December 21st, 2021, at the Starbucks coffee shop right across from the gate, where I was about to get on a plane to go see the last client of the year to help them with a revenue growth plan. And I was standing at Starbucks. They were just handing me my grande Americano in one hand. I have my cell phone in the other hand, and a text message dinged. And out of the blue at 5:30 in the morning, I got a text message from someone I barely knew that said, "Hey, do you want to go to Mount Everest Base Camp with us?" And something in my heart at that moment said these exact words: "You're going to do this. You're going to do this." Now, at the time, I didn't know that much about Mount Everest. I'd watched a couple of those really scary movies. I knew it was the tallest mountain in the world. I had no idea that you could go to base camp, which is where they launch all the expeditions that go up to Mount Everest. And you can hike, you can trek to base camp at 18,500 feet. So next thing you know, I find myself going, okay, well, I'm going to do this. And I came home, I talked to Leslie about it, and I thought Leslie's going to say, no way, there's no way you can do this. You just turned 50 years old. And but she actually said, you know what? I think you should do this. So next thing you know, I'm on the phone with the trekking company, and 4 months later, I'm joining a group of about 12 other guys on what ended up being an epic trek. We trekked 40 miles through the Himalaya mountains up the Kumba River Valley, and it was incredible. Now, it was incredibly challenging, but I'll tell you what, there were some excuse removers on that trek. 3 of them were 70 years old. In fact, one of the guys on our trek turned 70 years old at Everest Base Camp. And so as we trekked up through the mountains, we got lots of fun pictures here. Things got a little bit, as you can see, a little more challenging the higher we got. And next thing you know, we're on our way to base camp to be surrounded by the highest mountains on the planet. In fact, this is a snapshot that I took of the sun rising over Mount Everest, which you can see just behind the mountain. The sun's on the left. On the right is the summit of Mount Everest. And what you're looking at right there is the Khumbu Glacier, and you can see all of the camp off in the background where they're beginning their summit treks to Mount Everest. And we got to spend the night at, I would say this is the highest campground that you can spend the night at, other than the campgrounds that go up. It was totally incredible, Larry. Thanks for tuning in. And this is where we trekked to, and it was incredible. 5,364 meters. That translates to about 17,500 feet. And we did this over 12 days. So we gradually acclimated. So even this desk jockey was able to train so that I could acclimate to get used to the altitude. And it was an incredible event. So at the beginning of this year, I was thinking, what am I going to do this year? And Dave Sanderson is my business coach, and shout out to Dave. Moments matter and all of that. And Dave keeps saying, what are you going to do? What are you going to do next? And I began thinking about the things that I'm passionate about. I'm passionate about the outdoors. I love the outdoors. I love adventure. And this is truly an epic adventure. And then I'm also passionate about helping purpose-driven entrepreneurs grow their revenue so they can scale their impact. And so I started drawing the Venn diagram of that in my journal as I was planning out this year, and said, where do those two intersect? And I came up with an idea that I'm really excited to share with you today. And the idea is this. The idea is the revenue growth expedition to Mount Everest Base Camp. I want to share a video with you, and then I'm going to come back and show you what we're cooking up and what you or an adventurous entrepreneur that you know could get engaged in. Oh man, I'm getting fired up. This is going to be so much fun. The Revenue Growth Expedition, with this expedition, I'll give you some details in just a moment, but we're going to take 12 adventurous entrepreneurs that are participating in the Revenue Growth Engine mentorship program, the Build Your Revenue Growth Engine program. And what's going to happen during that time is two things. We're going to work together to grow our companies as we build an engine to scale revenue. And we're also going to grow our capacity. One of the things that I noticed while I was training to go to Everest Base Camp, I mean, you don't just show up there. You've got to build your capacity to be able to go. And the trekking guides that we use, just totally incredible company. You'll learn more when you go to revenuegrowthexpedition.com, revenuegrowthexpedition.com. Let me scroll that across the bottom. Our guides are going to coach you on how to train, but what's engaged in training is simply climbing. It's not about cardio. It's not about running a marathon. It's not about being the strongest person in the room. It's about developing endurance and leg strength. And what I discovered is as I was training to go to Everest Base Camp, I also developed capacity. I developed endurance. And these are the things that you need to grow your business. I mean, if you're scrolling through Facebook and someone says it's easy to grow your business, that's not true. Is it possible? Yes. Are there smart ways to grow your business? Absolutely. That's what we teach at Revenue Growth Engine. But it's not easy. It's going to take some grit. It's going to take some endurance. So what I love about this trek is it's going to be the possibility of you growing your company as you grow your capacity as well. So that is so exciting. So here's how it's going to work. On November 1st through 16th, and there's a 3-day optional early departure by helicopter. You saw the helicopter. Let me make this a little larger so you can see it on the screen. November 1st through 16th of this year, with an option to depart by helicopter earlier and get home a couple days earlier. My goal is to take 12 purpose-driven entrepreneurs that are engaged in the Build Your Revenue Growth Engine mentorship program to Everest Base Camp. Now, you may say, "Hey, Darrell, I want to grow my company, but I don't know about going to Everest Base Camp." No worries. You can play along with us, and you can be a part of the program. You can train with us. You can cheer us along. There are plenty of companies that are going to be engaged in the Build Your Revenue Growth Engine mentorship program that won't trek to Mount Everest. But I'm looking for a dozen adventurous entrepreneurs that go, "Hey, I want to do this." And so we're going to bundle that in. It's going to be part of the Build Your Revenue Growth Engine mentorship program. 12 entrepreneurs are going to join me for free. We're planning on November 1st through 16th. And right now, as we're announcing this, we're looking for the first 6 to commit. That'll be our tipping point. Once we have 6 committed, we'll commit to the date and we'll commit to training and moving forward. So here's my ask. If this sounds like fun, if this sounds like something you'd like to be engaged in, or somebody that you go, "Oh my gosh, Darrell, they would love this," will you share this with them? revenuegrowthexpedition.com. You can go see more details. Once you sign up, you'll get information package on the confirmation page after you sign up. And we'll keep you updated on what's going on. And of course, there is an application there. And I would love to meet with you, share the vision, and also talk to you about what's going on at Revenue Growth Engine as we're helping generous, purpose-driven entrepreneurs scale their revenue, build their revenue growth engines so that they can grow their company and grow their impact. When companies grow, good things happen, right? We create jobs. We generous entrepreneurs give back to the nonprofit, to the causes that are so important to our world right now. So I want to invite you, go to revenuegrowthexpedition.com. For everyone joining live, thanks for hanging out with me today for this quick announcement. If you're watching later, I'd love to hear from you on this and help me spread the word. Let's find a dozen adventurous entrepreneurs and let's go on the epic trek of a lifetime. So revenuegrowthexpedition.com. Thanks for hanging out with me today, and look forward to more updates as we nail down the final details of the trek. And it's going to be just so exciting. All right. Take care. Have a great day. Go to revenuegrowthexpedition.com, and I'll look forward to talking with you soon.